All right, let's look at the humans' activities on Mars. So this is the planet that has spacecraft or the rovers than any other planet. So humans are very interesting on Mars, right? So here, mission to Mars. So 8 rovers and landers have reached Mars surface successfully and transmitted data. And 3 more rovers are ready to launch in 2020. So here, first spacecraft was launched in 1976, Viking 1 and Viking 2. Then the Sojourner in 1997, 2004 Spirit and Opportunity, and 2008 Phoenix, and 2012 Curiosity, and most recently 2018 Insight. So it's reached the surface safely, Mars surface safely, and it's digging. So it's digging some area to investigate like what's inside the interior of Mars. Then, so the Phoenix landed somewhere here on Mars. So we are just plotting the Mars like extended version to horizontal directions. So Viking 1 and Sojourner is somewhere here, and the Opportunity landed over there. Insight is somewhere here. Curiosity also landed over there. Spirit little off here, and the Viking is closer to little north pole, and Phoenix is landed like closer to the northern pole. And here, Rosalind Franklin and Mars 2020, those are the space probes that will be launching in 2020. So the scientists are planning to launch those, like land those somewhere here. So Mars 2020 will be an interesting space probe because it's landing somewhere here. Any other space probes didn't land over there. So it will be interesting. So the robotic rovers have given a close-up look at Mars. So maybe you have watched scientific videos about Mars landing and all, right? So the Spirit and Opportunity operated since January 2004, and it took so many pictures and spectra of Mars rocks, and it's successful. It is a successful rover. Then this is another picture of the surface of the Mars. So you see like its rocks are available there. Then the we found sedimentary rocks that show chemical evidence of having been soaked in water. And the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, so it's orbiting around the Mars, sending the data. So it didn't land, but it's orbit around it and measuring the electromagnetic spectrum that's coming from the surface. So it's mainly doing surface analysis. And this picture is the surface picture of Mars taken. So those lines that you see are rovers tracks. So it's not something there, but it's coming from the rovers traveling across. And Mars has 2 small irregular moons, Phobos and Deimos. So Phobos is 28 kilometers long, Deimos is 16 kilometers long. And those are irregular in shape and undifferentiated, probably captured asteroid. So that's not a real moon that's created by Mars, those are captured ones. And the Phobos orbits Mars in less than 8 hours. Mars takes more than 24 hours for one rotation. So Martian would see Phobos rise in west and set in east. Then the tidal bulk of Mars lags behind Phobos, tugging it onto a small orbit. Okay, so in 40 million years later, this moon can crash onto Mars. Then the life on Mars, so far we didn't find any life in there, but we expect that in one time there might be life exist and it's vanished. So the liquid water once exist on the Mars surface of Mars, and so far we didn't find any evidence for life. But with that presence of water, there might have been some life over there. So the Martian life on Earth. So we have a meteorite found in Antarctica. We named it as ALH 48001. Kind of have the same composition as Martian rocks. And it also has bubbles filled with Martian's air, and it is 4.5 million years old. So it's a meteoroid piece that came from Mars. Then on that one, in the microscopic picture, we can see kind of creaturely looking things. So those are few hundred nanometers long. It kind of shaped like bacteria. So no evidence so far that life is ever mass present outside Earth, but the search is continue, and there are so many scientific movies developing on this idea: Mission to Mars, Mars need moms, and so many, right? So if you have chance, you may please watch some videos. It's so interesting. So the key concepts of this lecture: Mars has a tenuous atmosphere with little water vapor and few clouds. Then Mars has large volcanoes and huge rift valley, but no plate tectonics. Then the robotic rovers have given us a close-up look at Mars than any other planet. Then Mars has two small irregular moons, Phobos and Deimos. There's no life on Mars yet, but it is a question mark. Does it has any life, or it used to have? All right, I'll see you next week.